Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 data. Slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Hurry.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On second down now, it's Brown. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I can't believe they even
Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Andy Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, go, 368. Hey, Haywood.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Able to spin free. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Let's go. Mike, 60 out long. Don't get nervous. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Play action. Now Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10 at their own 26.
Move. Hey, Delta.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to loft one. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here you go. Hey, over. Let's go. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Dalton now to pass. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Hands up. Lead. They go. 368.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's what I do. Kill.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
50 seconds to Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
They'll run. This is Brown. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch the shot. 368.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He can run for it, and he will.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Running right, here's Brown. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So Dalton now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dalton's pass complete to Green. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This is Brown. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Brown. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And Dalton to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
57.
Throwing again. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Hey. 368. 48, come on. You better bring it. 5. 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Keep it up.
Throwing. Dalton. And able to find Green. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set, Lenny, and read. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin.
On first down, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Ready? Right. 50 seconds, right. 2 6. You got nothing.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got Snead. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Darquez Denard brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. 4th down, here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are back with it. A single score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Dalton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Passing, it's Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
6-6, pull it hard.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On first down, Mixon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Anderson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 16, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game. Exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, Ken. He's coming. We got double up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Bullock's kick is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. It's a good job by the Bengal pressure. Gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Check the backer. Check. Check three and trick.
Jackson now, throwing again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. 9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile. One last shot for Jackson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So